this.
Come on, man. You gonna read my script with me?
Let's read the script.
Yeah.
Let's read the script.
I emailed it to him.
And when I read this script, I don't need to see anybody talking in the chat. Because if I start seeing people roll up, I'm gonna be nervous. Okay? I'm gonna feel like y'all talking about me.
We are. Let's make fun of Lack together.
See? And I'm gonna stop. As soon as I hear a snicker of laughter of me reading this script, it's over.
Yeah, guys. Let's do it.
This is the fact that this is why I hate Chasman. Mm-hmm. He sends me the final draft script.
You don't have final draft?
PDF. Yes, man.
Well, then what's the problem?
Gosh, dude.
What's the problem? If you have final draft,
you know how. Let me tell you how diabolical Chaz is. We just had a conversation on the last episode saying that if you send me a script, I'm not reading it.
Yeah.
And he sends me a script and now I have to read it in front of y'all.
There you go. It's different. It's different. I get VIP access, baby. Because you got to hem people up. You don't take no for an answer, except for me, because I'm not reading your script. Okay, hold on. Come on now. Anybody else excited? Just me?
And I can just read it.
Why are you so nervous, man?
Because I can't read.
Do the thing when you push all your fingers up and it spreads out. Like push all your fingers up on the thing.
Did. I don't know where they're at.
Oh, Lord.
You know what? This is better. I don't get to read them.
Did you disconnect from them?
No, they're still there.
Are they in one of the tabs?
409.
Come on, man. Run the code open, man. Run the code open.
Let's just talk about 409.
Come on. This show was called We Are Effed. EFFD, the Erie Falls Fire Department. Huh? Anybody? See what I did there? Huh? You in the back? Are you ready?
Let's go. Who am I?
You can be Matt if you want.
Be married?
Matt.
All right.
And then once we get to more characters, we'll just go back.
I see a lot of red squiggly lines, man. That means you've been messing up a lot with writing.
No, I color code my writing.
Okay.
All right, here we go. The room is interior firehouse, captain's quarters, morning. The room is dark. There's a knock on the door.
Captain Campbell, it's Lovegood.
Matt Lovegood, parentheses, Matt Rife, so we would hope to have, opens the door slightly and the smell hits his nostrils.
Ooh, Cap smells like a...
I haven't wrote that joke yet. He turns on the light and on the ground is covered in tissues. He hears whimpering and sees a lump under the bed moving. Go away, rookie!
I like to captain. I love to captain. I love to captain.
Mm-hmm.
I love to captain, but they may be the one to come up here. It's been 3 days.
Matt navigates the sea of tissues and yanks a blanket off, revealing Captain Craig Robinson. Don't look at me!
Oh my God.
Matt takes a sock out of his hair.
Oh my God, I'll help you clean up, Cap.
Matt begins to pick up his tissues off the bed and floor.
I know this divorce has taken a toll on you, but you cried in all these tissues?
Some are tears, some are semen, some are both. I'm very dehydrated. Matt drops everything.
I have to go dip my hand in some acid, but I came to tell you the guys are ready for roll call. And Fire Chief Anzalone is supposed to come today.
All right, help me find my pants. Craig yanks back the blanket and stands up. We only see his top half as Matt looks down at his bottom half.
Hey, Cap, did you know you don't have any underwear on?
Yeah, I lost them days ago. Help me find them.
Actually, Cap...
You're still on probation, Proby. Now help me find my undies, or you can find unemployment.
Yes, sir.
They both begin to search the mess. I'll look over here. Craig bends over to search, and Matt sees them, quickly looks away.
I look directly in the eyes of the storm.
Matt tries to scratch his eyes out. End of code open. Huh? Anybody?
If it was bad, it's because of Deion's reading.
Huh?
If it was bad, it's because of Deion's reading, but I love it.
Thanks, appreciate you. Act 1, interior firehouse, kitchen later. You see all the firefighters are all around, blah, blah, blah. A female firefighter dressed in a station wear stands in the middle of the kitchen. Lieutenant Vanessa Laporta. Tough as nails, straight to the point, Michelle Rodriguez type. All right, you batch of foreskin rejects. Cat would be here any second for breakfast. How we looking, Proby? Matt is flipping pancakes over the stove. He's wearing an apron that reads, "You kill it, we grill it," or something else I'll change.
Oh, Almost ready, Lieutenant Lapora.
James and Mammoth Montgomery, African American dude, big buff. I don't know if you guys know the wrestler or the fighter Bob Sapp. That's what I was thinking. He has some swelling and bruises on his face. He enters mopping the kitchen floor. Mammoth finishes up as Karina, aka Zolo, who's a Russian bodybuilder with an accent, carries in a giant table by herself and places it in the middle of the room. Can we move it this way a bit? Mammoth tries to pull the table and then tries to pick it back up again. Divigatsia, which means move in Russian. Zolo power squats the big table. You do Mammoth for me. Zolo power squats the table and moves it over a few feet as Mammoth watches and all.
How do you do that?
With legs. A loud motor followed by suction cup noises are heard as they all turn to see Keisha, Kiki Sanders, strong and pretty, like Shina West, who's a very dope martial artist, steps in a circle wearing 2 hanging portable hands-free breast pumps, pumping away. Typical man, think they can so strong until they're sick, big babies trying to give birth.
Zola hasn't gave birth either?
Haven't found a specimen up to standard to procreate. Kiki looks at, that was supposed to be her. Haven't found specimen up to standard to procreate. Kiki looks at Matt. How about some of the rookies, strong and handsome, but dumb as borscht? They look at Matt as he tries to flip a pancake and it lands on his face.
Hot.
Yeah, I'll change this real quick. She crosses over to Matt. I'm looking for male sperm to reproduce. Put the man juice in here. This should get you started. She grabs his hand and spits in it. Matt looks at his hand beyond disgusted.
You couldn't wait till after breakfast? I have to save it for later.
Matt puts his hands in his pocket.
Excuse me, now I need to re-dip this hand in acid.
Matt crosses back to the sink as Myron Hutchison walks in. He was like a nerdy, tall, white dude type. Places silverware down at the table and then places a taxidermy squirrel dressed as a firefighter as the centerpiece. Hutch, I know you didn't bring that dead, nasty, dead-ass animal in the firehouse. You do, Hutch.
Sorry, I don't preserve the dead Kiki, but my basement flooded and had nowhere else to go.
That's just such a weird hobby.
Not weird. Not weirder than birthing a litter of 5 like some hellhound.
Hey, we're suing the doctors who did my in vitro. I only wanted 1, not quintuples. My uterus ain't no damn BOGO sale.
You have to have your own basketball team.
I know you ain't talking about sports, James the Mammoth. Let me guess, that's another MMA fight, right?
Yes, but I almost had him.
Hutch looks doubting. Did you really?
No.
Come train with me. We train with Mishka.
For the last time, Zolo, I'm not training with your bear.
Hold up, Zolo. I know you're not drinking that breast milk in the fridge I pump for my babies. No. What makes you say that? First, you're holding a baby bottle. Second, it's labeled Kiki's bomb-ass breast milk. And third, you have a baby milk mustache. Zolo inspects the bottle and wipes her mustache. Arnold Schwarzenegger drinks straight from mother teeth until he become governor. If I want Miss Olympia, I need milk of mother. As everyone argues, Craig enters the kitchen. Hey, all right. Everyone stop while they're bickering. Sound like my divorce proceedings in here. Good morning, Captain. He sits at the table, and the rest of the crew come around, sit together, and they all sit around him. Matt goes around with the skillet and spatula, places pancakes on their plates. The porter hands Craig the clipboard and sits next to him, and Craig looks at the taxidermy rodents on the table. Hutch, what the hell? No rats at the table. The porter grabs Lieutenant's, my bad. No rats at the table. You do, Hutch, again.
Lieutenant, that's not a rat. It's an eastern fox squirrel.
She chucks a taxidermy squirrel across the room. Now it's a western flying squirrel.
No, I'm coming squirrel strip.
Just squirrel street.
Streep?
Like Merle Street.
Merle Street.
You get me?
I'm coming squirrel street. I can't say that last name. Streep.
Squirrel is hard to say in general.
Squirrel streep.
Hutch goes after his squirrel. Listen up. Here's the assignments for today. Hutch, you're our chauffeur today, and oil changes. Kiki, you're on refill duty for the CCBA or SCBA, and check the FARs. Zolo and Mammoth, you're on EMT and bathrooms. What about me? Everyone jump scared. They all turn to see Mickey Gibbs, an elderly man sucking on an oxygen tank. What am I on? Damn, Mickey. I don't know. Life support? I thought you died last week. Me too. Mickey, are you using the oxygen tank as a bonk again? Mickey takes off the mask and a heaping cloud of smoke exits as he takes a big inhale. No.
Let me hit that.
Matt puts pancakes on Zolo's plates.
Here you go, Zolo. Extra protein pancakes.
Spasibo, which means thank you. What about the man juice?
Still working on that. How about some orange juice for now?
Matt continues to Mammoth. Here you go, big guy. And my bad.
Here you go, big guy in the shape of.
Oh, he's supposed to put in the shape of something. Okay. So how you been doing, Captain? It's funny. I didn't write this part. Talks about how lousy his divorce lawyer is. Found him on a bench bus. Matt grabs his plate and sits down next to the others.
Hey, Cap, I was thinking.
No way in hell, Proby. Matt sits there defeated and eats his pancakes. Susie Snoozy Ragnow walks in. Good morning, everyone. That's you. You're Laporta now.
Okay. What's up, Snoozy Snoozy?
I wish you guys would stop calling me that. I have a real condition.
I'm sorry.
They all look back at Snoozy, who falls asleep standing up.
Damn it. Captain Campbell, Chief Anazone, just arrived and wants to meet with all of you.
Interior firehouse, everyone gathers around Chief Anzalone. Hope to get Patton Oswalt. He announces a surprise. Good morning, Erie Falls Fire Department. Due to public relations, we are bringing back the fireman calendar for this division. First one in 20 years, where some of you may know that your very own Captain Craig was Mr. February.
Okay. He never lets us forget.
They look at a large picture of young Craig, shirtless and excellent shape with his glorious fur on the wall. This is an opportunity for the community to get to know their firefighters and for you all to show your uniqueness and have the town know you personally. Plus, it will help the station recoup the city's money for all the incidents that you all incur outside the station.
But we helped a lot of people.
It's a series of shots of random accidents. Not to mention all the incidents inside the house. People getting hit with hoses, stuff like that, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, we hurt a lot of people too.
So, meet your photographer, Pietro Verducci. Pietro has a very flamboyant, expressive fashion style, very tight leopard print onesie with cowboy boots, and communicates with his whole body. Good morning, EFFD. I will be meeting with each one of you individually to bring out your very own flames, what makes you hot, sizzle, and blaze. All right. Yeah, as you all were. Everyone disperses. Pietro and Chief Anzalone head over to Craig. Let us know whatever you need. As long as it doesn't interfere with our duties, I'll be in the office if you need me. Chief Anzalone, actually, Captain, you are to participate as well. Oh, no, thank you, Chief. Yes, you are the captain. There's no troop without their leader. Pietro claps his hand. Everyone line up. All the firefighters line up from left to right. Mickey Hutch, Mammoth, Susie, Zolo, Kiki, Laporta, Craig, and Pietro. Pietro walks back and forth between them. I think actually this is probably what?
Butchered January.
Oh.
January with two Y's.
So I have a rule when I write. I'm not upset. I don't go back for typos. Mm-hmm. I keep pushing. If I have a typo, I keep going. I will not stop until I get there.
I get
it. A lot of these also are placeholders. Group shot, everyone from January. This is when he gives everybody what month they're going to do. I will meet with the rest of you. Anyways, I'm going to do the rest anyways. I appreciate you reading all that.
Diving in, man.
Because the rest is half written.
Yeah, diving in is bananas, man. You threw me in the. I ain't know accents. I ain't know characters. I didn't know the tone. That's why I really hate. It definitely feels like Brooklyn 911 though.
Yeah.
Great so far.
Yeah. Somebody said. Well, yeah. I watched Tacoma FD. I don't think it's the same vibe either way. That show's weird.
I'm not saying this is.
Huh?
It's a bite off of it.
No, I'm just talking about what somebody else said in here. Not that you didn't say anything about it.
No, I said it definitely feels like.
You said Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I said Tacoma FD.
I never heard of that.
Oh yeah, it's a very odd show on whatever it's on.
Again, I can't bring the squad up, man.
Man, like lost y'all.
I lost y'all. Hold on, what's this right here? Hold on, what is that?
Did you find Dion's lost porn? Always go to porn. Let me mute this, and I can still see the comments here.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all here. I don't know how to pull y'all up.
It's good. Thank you, Twills. Blazing it on the wind. Oh, she said the internet's popping again. Blaming it on the wind out here. Yeah, anyways, that's the nutshell. I forgot how long a table read takes. It was reading, and I was like, this is taking forever. I have all day for that.
Huh?
I was like, I forgot how long doing an actual read takes. I was like, this is taking a while. I forgot how long this takes. But anyways, I've been working on that for the longest. That's my 5th draft of that episode.
A lot of things was throwing me off because like, what are these colors about? What you done wrote, Chaz? We got Bianca over here on the gram.
What's up, Bianca? What's up, Candace Muhammad? There's colors because I write everything. So after I write something, I'll color code it. And so I'll put things, so like jokes are green, so I know how much pacing it is. So I'll go back after everything I wrote, and I'll everything that's supposed to be a joke, I'll put in green. Everything that's supposed to be a story beat will be in like red. Everything that's supposed to be a character developing thing will be in blue. So that way, when I'm actually going through the script, I see how many times, how many jokes are per page. I can see on my emotional beats where they're supposed to be. Does it push the story forward? Does it explain something about the character? I can see all that stuff in different colors, and it helps me just kind of map out, what I have from everybody. Yeah.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a good process. Once I started doing it, I was like, oh, okay. Because before, man, you have everything. When you write, it's just it's just all one color and it's blank.
Right. Yeah.
Everything starts to look the same.
When I wrote my my book, it was like that.
Yeah. And then you're just going through stuff, and I'm like, I'm having a hard time finding stuff. And I was like, and then you just kind of get tired of looking at it. But afterwards, it'll be all beautiful and pretty. It's a beautiful, pretty thing.
Maybe I need to go on live. Wow, fire burns. Let me just go on a live and watch it from us.
What?
Like what you watching it? How you?
Oh
watching it?
yeah, I'm watching us.
Yeah. I don't know how to see. We're gonna be super late, because it's gonna be like a delay.
But by the time we see everybody's comments,
yeah,
it's not that far behind though. But
find the love.
Oh boy, this guy. This is rookie day over here. It's our first live.
No, the fact that I had to open up as soon as I opened up another tab, it's funny. We're gonna be having ads.
Watching our own live.
We're gonna have ads watching our own live.
Just to keep things fair, have Chaz read news teleprompters. I'm pretty good at
he's amazing
at live reads
and jumping back and forth
from characters.
Yeah, he's good, man. Like I remember one time I never forget, and that's when I was like, oh, I'm not him.
What?
I never forget. I had to read. How you do the thing in Command Post?
Command Plus. Yeah.
I had to read in the writer's room, and it was a cold read. And
they're all cold reads.
Yeah. And everybody was like that little snickering, and I was like, "Oh, I'm killing." And then in the most respectful way, Bentley was like, "Okay, let's have Paul now read."
Yeah, you get recast in a second. Getting recast on a table read hurts. You be like, on a read through.
Yeah, he's like, "You messed up the flow, bro. You messing up the flow."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You remember Waz?
Who?
Waz?
Yeah.
Waz read so slow. We'd be like, all right. No. Okay. Hey, Waz, you just gotta take notes.
Yeah.
You just gotta take notes.
It's tough, man. It's tough because in my head I'm writing, like trying to punch up myself. So I'm like, how would I word this? So I'm reading with it. Excuse me. I'm reading with it, and I'm like, it'd be funny if. Oh, it is my line. But I'm like, it's hard for me to register everything. As in, let me help with this script. Let me listen to what you're saying. What tone I need to bring, and how is the line being delivered? So for me, it takes a lot for. Let me picture the scenario.
Yeah.
Listen to what you're saying, and it's a lot for me. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, I knocked this one out.
I mean, it's just doing it a lot.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time reading out loud, and even when I write my own scripts, I read them out loud all the time now, because you catch stuff like when I don't read out loud, you catch stuff and it's like the B instead of the me. You're like, man, that sounds stupid.
Yeah.
You know what we don't have now? We don't have the clock, the timer to see how much time we've been on live.
Damn it.
Because I don't know now. I don't know what time we started. I was looking at the timer. I was like 2:38.
Oh boy.
This is gonna cut off on y'all. We'll be here for another hour still.
Yeah. So how long? So, does anybody know when we started?
So, yeah, hopefully somebody knows actually what time we started the second one.
because
Candace Muhammad came in. Candace, what time you started watching?
Yeah.
You came in right when we started the second
But
one.
it's not. Yeah, but it's also.
You know what time she came in.
Right. We can go back. Yeah.
I want to do a whole series, which is whole audio series. I think Audible does this with books and stuff like that, but a whole audio series where it's like that kind of read still, but it's just everything audio. You know, it's just the noises and the stuff. You hear the sounds of the firehouse and stuff like that. I'm thinking I think it actually be really. I mean, it's a ton of work, but it'd be so much cheap because then it's just sounds. You're just finding sounds and background stuff and layering that in on top of the actual words. I was like, I always wanted to do something like that because doing a whole production is crazy. It's a lot to do just that visual part.
Right.
Plus, you got to do all that stuff anyways. But I was like, man, it'd be so much cheaper. And I think it'd still be really dope to hear an audio podcast or something like that. I mean, an audio
Movie.
Sitcom movie. Yeah,
for
I think
sure.
it'd still be really dope.
It's definitely
Radio
doable.
days.
Definitely doable. I would hire a sound designer afterwards, not real time.
Yeah.
But if you do decide to do a Audible sitcom, a lot of rehearsals, so it's a lot less editing.
Right.
Have somebody that is a script supervisor or director that's watching, listening to any flubs or say that wrong or the tone is off.
Yeah.
Having those moments of pause. Hold on. Take a second.
Yeah.
And then having a really good action reader.
You think I should have that laugh track in there?
No.
All right. And then when the person comes in as a guest,
Ow! What sitcom had the best laugh track? I know one off the top of the head that was like, they are having a good time.
Married with Children. Married with Children took off the laugh track. Them cats were wild in there.
Yeah.
They would pause for mad long. Let one of them walk in, they had to pause for mad long.
Right.
They were always about to start
Yeah.
Peg.
I want to do a skit like that. As in you remember when Dwayne had said stop the wedding for a different world? Mm-hmm. So I want to do something dramatic of like stopping somebody like, get off my son. Yeah. It's like he turns around like with a knife like.
Having a pause in that moment is crazy.
Yeah. What are you doing here? Oh, you thought I came by myself? And somebody else come in. Yeah! You laid one hand on his head. It is curtains for you.
Woo!
Yeah!
All right, man. Candace Muhammad asks, how do you guys come up with script ideas? Do you know?
It's always real time stuff. For me, when it comes to scripts, it's always like, what if? Sometimes I watch movies, I'm like, no, it'd be better if, like a premise or something.
They're different mediums. I don't do a lot of drama stuff. I don't do a lot of drama. Yeah. So script wise, like sitcom wise, I just think about what's fun. I go like, the firehouse, this is just a fun thing to see. And in this one in particular, their captain, he got divorced, so he's living full time at the firehouse. Mm-hmm. We find out that he had to move into the firehouse.
I love it.
And so now he's just there all the time, depressed, while everybody else is trying to put out fires and have all the pranks and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I just think of stuff.
You know what also I like about
shows
is there's a goal. Mm-hmm. It don't have to necessarily be a series, but a slice of life goes a long way when it's like, hey, like if the guy was like, hey, I'm only working here until I pay off my divorce.
Right.
Now it's a goal, as in like he has to make wise decision. Right. And then by the time he has enough money to pay for the divorce, he's like, I actually like it here.
Yeah.
I like this squad.
Right, I'm gonna stay here.
Right. And then now it's a new goal for season 2.
So for the season 1 overall, the rookie he's on probation. So they have to see if they keep him for the next year, right? After he hits his probation. So by the end of the season 1, we'll see that he does something and they let him go. And then by season 2, we'll figure out how he gets back, something like that. But he and then it's just a bunch of research. I did a bunch of research just on fireman stuff and, how they treat rookies and what do you have to do exactly to be a part? How much of it is about trust? They're like, if we can't trust you in a firehouse, how are we supposed to trust you in a burning building, stuff like that. So you do a little research behind like a fun idea, trying to make it seem as real as possible, but also we know some goofy stuff. So that's the fun of a sitcom.
Right.
In the series, you get to find like the little nuances about things that make it silly.
Right. I hate when pilots have heavy exposition, and it's too heavy.
Yeah.
And it's like we can find out the side quests in the season.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, man, what's up, Chaz, man, who I've known for 25 years, man.
You gotta hit it and leave.
Golly, dude.
So in my opening act, in my opening cold open, there's a few lines, you hit it and you leave. Hey, Cap, right? We're in the firehouse. Hey, Cap, Captain Campbell. They brought the rookie, right?
Right.
How you been doing since the divorce? Tap that and peace out. You just learned a lot of information. That's the rookie. That's the captain. He's going through divorce. He sat in his firehouse. They're waiting for you for roll call. You go to roll call. You learned a little bit about each person. This person's a weightlifter. This person's an MMA fighter. This person does taxidermy. You just tap it and leave.
Yep.
I don't talk about how long, hey, you've been doing taxidermy all this time ever since your dad was.
Right.
You tap it and leave. And then throughout the whole entire story, you get to find out more and more about people. So
Yeah.
there's plenty of time to tell those.
Man, dude. I'll tell you somebody who killed it. Tyler Perry and Beauty and Black.
Beauty and Black.
This was like, and it was the opening like podcast or panel the opening podcast panel they had for the main character, the woman whose show it was. And she was like, I am so blessed to be here serving the community for over 25 years. Who would have thunk that me having a business that my dad started, 30 years ago, that he would pass on to me.
I appreciate you got all out the way.
Yeah, they knocked it. I was like, God, dude, why? No one asked this. She said, how you doing? That's all she said. How you doing? I'm going to give you everything up front right now. Everything up front. But then they wasted it. They double backed on that by saying, how long have I been married to you? 15 long years, and I've been upset. My dad should have never gave you this business. They kept saying the same thing that she said. I was like, y'all could have saved that for the other,
Yeah. No, you got to hit something, leave. Give more information, leave.
Right.
That's what it is. Here's some information, we back out. Here's some information, we back out.
We out.
Kai said, is it normal to write a show without knowing how it will end? No. I would not recommend that. You do that?
To not know how it ends?
Yeah.
No.
I always write my ending first, usually. Usually I know how it's going to end. I usually know something in the beginning, but then I know the ending very well. The ending's usually complete.
Sometimes you do the ending first.
Yeah, usually I'll write the ending first.
Right.
Because once I know how it ends, I know how we got here.
Right,
I know what we need to do to get here.
Right.
So
a lot of the times you have to have, you can have to have an ending, but also have a button to know where it can go afterwards. As in, like, just in case Hollywood wants some more, I can give you a little nugget to carry over.
Tula says, it's the Christmas movie special. Sharon, I know you hate to leave your big job in the city as a marketing exec to take care of your dad. That is the great exposition.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Man, Chaz, I've known you for almost 20 years, man. And ever since you got married to Brenda, and when she divorced Marcus, I never thought we would be friends this long. Because when we was in college and we were roommates our sophomore year.
Or, like, setting it up is always fun like that. Could you do the toast at the wedding? Mm-hmm. You just started off opening scene. I can't believe we're here with two of the best people in the world. Brenda, welcome to the family. We love you. I couldn't imagine. The fact that you found Marcus at a regular telemarketing job, and here you guys are now renewing your vows after 20 years of marriage is insane. And
Marcus was always a freak. I'm saying too much. I'm sorry. Marcus was always a hoe. Yeah, but I'm glad you're the one who straightened
my
him
parents, mom and dad, tech firm geniuses who left him. And my brother had to leave the firm to do his own finding himself. And when he wanted to go to Tibet. Y'all remember that? When he got lost in Tibet and couldn't get back home? I Tibet he won't do that again. No, but seriously, me and my brother, we've had our ins and outs. We fought about money. Hey, some people rumor there's a legal case going on right now between us. And yeah, that can make a wedding tension.
Killing this.
But we're family at the end of the day. And then the title comes on, but blood is thicker than water.
You are killing this,
yo. 25 more years.
Yo, you are killing this.
I hate exposition, bro.
Boy.
If you do anything more than a sentence to me, I'm like, that is boring exposition.
Just kind of give us bread seeds.
You gotta hit it and quit it, bro.
And if you're a good director, you don't need to vote. You could just have pictures in the background. You could just have the wedding picture in the background. You know, just we already know they're married.
Right.
You know, show the child. They know that they have a child together. Hey, Dad. Hey, Mom. Yeah, man.
I much rather see that whole scene. I much rather see someone who's drunk can't make it to the wedding and no one says anything. There's a lot you can show and not tell. And that's the great thing about movies is that you can do so much storytelling with just showing people's looking around. Where's everybody? You know what I mean?
Right.
The crowd murmuring, the woman walking back and forth. You know, some guy passed out somewhere. They're trying to wake him up. I'm like, there's a lot. To unpack in that little thing. You didn't say a single word.
Right.
So it's like, it's just a ton of, you can have them slap on the face. Bro. it's like, there's a lot of little things.
I want to do a movie where there's no lines.
It'd be great.
That just shows you some good directing.
Those are those college, not experiments, what do they call them? Like college movies, like those films where there's no dialogue and stuff like that.
I want to do a film festival.
Yeah, those are, very tough. You got to be so...
Great directing.
You got to have you got to know exactly...
Great sound design. Sound design and set design. Just things around the house. Like if the whole movie was a guy, this picture's my way sitting in the corner right there, right? Mm-hmm. You could just hear like a revolver. Mm-hmm. Like, right.
You know what
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you see like he's playing with a gun, right? And then it shows the insert of like him looking at the bullet. It's like, oh, he about to end his life.
Because you could do that same. You could hear the sound of the revolver, and you can be at the same time panning through background of pictures, newspaper articles. Click, nothing.
Yep.
Hear another sound going through something else. Hear, see more pictures, whatever it is. Click. Maybe there's a mat with blood and whatever, a knife with blood, whatever it is.
We narrowed down where the man is found in Los Angeles.
Right. And you hear the revolver again. And then you finally see his face. Bang.
He's trying to do it. He can't kill himself. And you hear like a doo 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 doo.
1 minute. Murdering myself. Can you come back?
It's like, no one's here.
Nobody's here. Okay, Boogaloo says, I feel like shows do it all the time. Pretty Little Lies, Game of Thrones, Gossip Girl. So basically shows based off books. IG, LOL? Based off books, I guess, is that what you're saying? I'm old. I don't know what that means, Boogaloo.
Boogaloo.
You gotta also imagine, bro, series have a little easier, but telling a book in a movie they're very different mediums. So it's hard to get a book to nail exactly what you want in a movie or a TV show. They're different mediums for a reason, And to try to get people get like, oh, the book was so much better. It's like, it's a lot more time to explain stuff. Also, that movie is more visual. We talked about this before, how Jurassic Park is vastly different from the book to the actual movie. But it's because Spielberg was like, that book. These dinosaurs.
Right.
These are the stars.
And it's so subjective because it's your imagination.
Right.
It's your imagination versus the director's.
Right.
And it's like, man, how I picture this book, man, it's like, yeah, that's your brain.
Right.
Like, man, where was the pterodactyls in Jurassic 1? It's like, yeah, I didn't see it. As I was directing this, my imagination when I read it didn't have pterodactyls in it.
Yeah, and then once you license that movie, you do whatever you want to do. It's no longer yours in that realm.
You can really take your time. Like a whole 3 pages could be 3 seconds of a scene.
Right.
You can picture like the ceiling fan, the blades, slicing through the air.
Right.
The dust and the dirt was, blowing.
Right.
Newspaper articles. You can say so much stuff when it comes to.
I remember seeing somebody talk about they didn't like the Harry Potter movies because I was like, hey, they nailed that, bro. I said, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you're going to do it's hard to nail a book, bro. Kudos to the people who do it justice, dog. That's a lot. It's tough.
Yeah. It's just tough, man. And the disrespect of somebody having a book and then it's like, imagine somebody buying your work and they don't do no justice to it. And it's like, God, this.
The good thing is that somebody else can go and do it, though.
Do it again?
Yeah. Because somebody else could go do a Stephen King movie if they wanted to.
Again? Really?
They could go do it if they wanted to. Yeah, you get licensed again.
The reboot is so disrespectful to the original person. The guy who first directed The Incredible Hulk. Mm-hmm. They was like.
They did that one immediately, though.
Anyway. They did Hellboy 3 times, dude.
Yeah.
They said, yeah.
They're like, we like this character. Wasn't it the same guy? Same guy twice? They did a sequel, I think, and then they did another. Yeah, they tried to do it again.
And now they're going to do another reboot. The disrespect, man.
I'm going to give it 20 years to breathe.
Right. I still remember you, man.
I got to get this shit out of here.
Yeah. It's like, how good is the book or comic books? They were just like, let's just try it again. Even Spider-Man. Disrespect to the first 2 directors. I know they brought the characters back, but it was just like, yeah, you fumbled Tobey Maguire. Yeah, you fumbled Andrew Garfield as well. So let's just start again with Tom.
I feel like Tobey was never a good choice for Spider-Man.
Really?
I always wanted the kid from. I thought the kid from that '70s show would have been better, and they brought him to be Brock. They brought him to be the villain.
Yeah.
Oh, he was. So what'd you bring him to be a villain for?
Right.
This is Eric from that '70s show.
Wow.
And he's supposed to be this badass. They got everything wrong in that movie.
Everything wrong is crazy.
But he should have been. I thought he should have been Spider-Man. I thought he'd have been a better Peter Parker.
Well, I'm thinking about that time in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can't really think of anybody else that's... Because, in the 90s and 2000s, they always cast adults as teenagers.
Yeah, but Eric was playing a teenager still on TV. He was on that 70s show. Yeah, I just thought he would have been... I thought he'd have been... That 70s show was solid. I thought he would have been... a solid guy. What's a show or movie or series or something you would love to reboot? You would love to be like, adapt some movie, comic book. This is how I would have seen this movie. I would have done this one this way.
I would love to see Voltron again.
Ooh.
With the technology now, Voltron would be problem.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yo, even if you just put a proposal together. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, Voltron, baby.
Yeah, dog.
I think it'd be the new... they think about like Pacific Rim and Transformers and...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And milk until they become Voltron.
Mm-hmm.
As in like you'll see them on different parts of the world before, They're... Oh, hold on. I'll do this first.
Mm-hmm.
You might even like this.
Okay.
Captain Planet.
Okay. I feel like that's a tougher sell.
A modern Captain Planet.
It's a tougher sell because you could be really corny in the 90s and it was cool.
Yeah.
And it was for kids.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be hard to sell me on some guy polluting the planet. I'm like,
man,
we don't care. We don't care.
If it's stopping global warming now, global warming is a topic.
I'm not gonna go watch this movie. Even if you go as Captain Planet, I'm gonna be like, I'm not sold to go to the thing. I think it's gonna be whack off top. I'm already thinking it's gonna be trash.
I think
you would need a fire ass angle, and then I'd be like, oh, okay.
You don't watch Toxic Crusaders? You remember that show? Toxic Crusaders.
But Voltron, I'm all in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I love the team aspect, but the thing is, I don't think they had really good character development. I think we got to have a really good backstory of all of them.
Man, if you did that as a Netflix series or something,
woo! Yeah, like a live action. I need that, and I need for them to have different worlds, as in they're in different parts of the country, and then they finally have to. They're their own hero in their countries, but something is so strong that they had to come
Talk
together.
about it, Lack. Work it out.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. She said Battleship Pokemon is a good example.
Potemkin
Good example
of a strong silent film.
Okay, Charlie Chapman.
Yeah, he was a monster. I really want to do Static Shock. I want to do Static Shock so bad. I was thinking about the other day. I was like, from what I remember, like Michael B. Jordan said he was supposed to do it, and then nothing's been happening with it. But I'm like, that's one, man, that I love Static Shock, bro. I was like, I need to find, because they do that older version of him with the dreads and stuff like that.
Well, with Black Lightning?
No,
Which one?
not Black Lightning, Static Shock.
Yeah, but I know. Did they ever do a live action version of him?
No.
They never had him.
They just had him like as an older cartoon in like Justice League and stuff like that.
But I think they're gonna have to be way down the line because he's not one of those must-have characters.
Man, but as a kid, Static Shock, we loved Static Shock, man. He was cool. He was hip hop. He was us. Like in the 90s, I was like, oh, there's some real black people out here working.
Right.
And yeah, man, it was great.
Static Shock. Blue Beetle came before Static Shock.
I'm sure. Blue Beetle's really old.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he was around in the 60s or so. Okay. I don't know when Static Shock came. I just remember the cartoon. So it said, please.
I didn't watch it.
What?
So Static Shock. I just seen.
It was great.
Yeah, I just seen it pop up every now and then.
It was great. Voltron's a great one, bro.
Yeah, man.
What else would you do? Anything else come to mind?
A show that I enjoyed as a kid. Do you remember Mask?
Mm-hmm. Wait, what Mask you talking about? The M-A-S-K?
Yeah, my guy.
That was fire.
Yeah, it was an acronym.
That was all under Hasbro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's all Transformers, He-Man.
Yeah.
They just did another reboot to He-Man, I believe.
Mask.
Yeah. That's fire.
Let me see another one that I would like to see. This was a sitcom. You remember Small Wonders?
Yeah. Wait, was there little monsters in there?
No.
Where was Small Wonders?
Small Wonders was a girl named Vicky who was a robot maid, and she was pretty much like Inspector Gadget. She was a robot.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking like with the she had a bunch of like, you know, silly little puns for all her you know, her quips.
Did you ever
Raised
see
by White Family?
You ever see Beastmaster?
Yeah.
I would love to see a modern day Beastmaster, bro.
Yeah.
I love Beastmaster.
Yeah.
That was my guy. I was like, he had those little two pet ferrets.
Yeah.
I said,
that's so funny, dude. Yeah.
Beastmaster was my.
Hold on.
I watched that movie way too many times.
Yeah. I'm getting mixed up with Kroll. Remember Kroll?
Yeah, I do remember Kroll.
And it was the little star that had like little teeth on it.
Yeah, I think I remember Kroll because you talked about Kroll.
Right.
I don't think I knew Kroll like that.
Yeah, but I do mean Beastmaster, dude. Yeah. And he was going to like little crevices and little holes and trying to solve crimes for him.
Person asks, would you ever try a horror?
Yes.
A horror.
I have several horror films. Tula can contest.
How do you say horror?
Horror.
It
sounds like you're saying a whore began choked.
Horror.
Your wife is a whore.
Horror. How do you say it?
Horror.
That word is. It's a horror movie.
This was out.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah. So picture this. It's like, as in like, is she a whore? Oh, she's a horror.
She ain't a whore. She's a
horror. Horror. It's like worser. It's like she's a horror. She's a horror.
Horror. Why is that so hard to say? Horror.
Because it's a necessary R's.
Yeah, I can't say mirror either.
Merit.
Mirror.
Again, the whole Haley thing.
Yeah.
I tried again with my daughter. She was like, "What word are you trying to say, Dad?" I was like, "The girl, Chloe's sister. What is her name?" She's like, "Haley."
Hey.
Halle.
I can't say horror or rural.
Aurora.
Rural.
Yeah.
Where you from, Kai? That's a tough one. Horror, rural. Yeah, they live in a rural area. It's a rural.
Yeah.
Man, that sounds like I'm eating a biscuit. Rural.
Man. The worst thing is messing up on words in an argument. When you like, listen, I come home every single night and I give you five, I give you 6, and all of the curriculums the extra curriculums I'm asking you to do is a prerequisite intense.
Extracurricular.
You mocking how
How about Twilla's trying to kill me.
What she say?
How about what? Aurora. What? Aurora? Is that sound like Scooby Doo? Aurora? Oh, is that the word? Aurora? Woo! Aurora. Am I getting it? Man, if you said to say horror,
And add an oral.
Oral. Oh man, that's the one to say Aurora. Aurora. Is that it?
Let's find a way to add that. Let's find a way to add all those into a sentence.
What's Aurora? What is it?
That's a city.
Aurora?
Yeah.
Man, that's a
Yeah.
that one almost gave me a panic attack. I ain't never seen that word and be like, Aurora.
It sounds like you got a bunch of water in your mouth. Like,
Aurora.
or horror.
Oh man. So if you said there was a horror if there was a horror murder in the rural area of Aurora, I can't say nothing to that. It's a horror mirror in the
Hold on, what's the
in the
second word?
rural mirror.
What second word you saying? Mural?
Mirror.
Mirror? Like reflection
Yeah,
or mural?
yeah,
like a mural.
A mirror. Mirror. Is that it? The reflection. A mirror.
Also add mural, a mural.
A mural. There's a horror mirror in the rural area of Aurora.
Woo!
It's a city in Colorado, but also the Northern Lights. Aurora Borealis. Aurora. You want to go see the Aurora Borealis? I'll be in there looking mad at you. Oh, this is beautiful. This is the Aurora Borealis. The what? The Aurora Borealis.
And keep a straight face the whole time.
No, the
Aurora
Aurora Borealis.
Tell you something, baby. I want to take you to the Aurora.
I want to take you to the Rovers.
Yeah. Because this Aurora is where my mom and dad met.
I know it's a rural area in the Aurora Borealis, but it's like a mirror you're looking at. Yes, you sound like a confused puppy.
Are you having a stroke?
No, I'm trying to confess my love for you, girl, because the Aurora Borealis. Yikes.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
It's probably about that time, guys.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how much time is
We
left.
probably already cut off.
Yeah, we might have cut off a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, I can say Storm's name, Aurora.
I forgot about that one.
I've been practicing that one from a lifetime. Aurora.
Yeah. We got to find out all these words and make it into a sentence.
Aurora. That one I've known well.
Since you are such a good code reading nigga, find a way. Ask ChatGPT to use all these words into a sentence.
I gotta say the Aurora Borealis and the horror mirror. You said that with confidence. Aurora? Yeah, I got Aurora down.
Yeah.
Aurora?
That sounds like a cool way to bark.
Aurora. Aurora. I said Aurora. Aurora. You see that homie down the street? Aurora. You see the homies in the pit, he getting out. Aurora.
What's Storm's last name? It's like very similar to it. It's like Aurora.
What is Storm's last name?
Okay, Google. What is Storm's full name?
Mutant Aurora Monroe.
Monroe.
Yeah.
They say.
All right, we got it.
Truth was on it, Monroe.
Oh, she knew it.
Powerful mutants on Earth.
Aurora.
Aurora. All right, y'all. We about to dip. We about to peace out. We about to Aurora. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Lackaroni Chaz.
Now, check, please. Do you mind if I give him some rope?
Yes, please. Give me some Aurora.
Why not? Oh boy. Let's do it. Let's close it out.
Thank you guys so much for watching the episode of this. I finally see the title. So Herpes gets a bad rap. Thank you guys so much for watching the episode of Lackaroni Chaz.
No, because I just heard what you said.
I just seen the title of this episode for the first time.
Okay.
If you guys are listening, the live, what we do, if you don't have time to hop in live one day, Dion wrote for the title of the live, Herpes got a bad rap.
Yeah.
And which he fully believes.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Lackaroni Chaz.
Now, check, please. Do you mind if I give him some more?
Yes, please.
A lot of laughs we cooking up in this podcast. Type in XD is high key, the live stream. It's mostly positive conversations, except we tend to get darker than elbows on Wesley. We sort of popping like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Mr. Chaz Rogers, Big Ready from Lansing. I'm lactose, ENT. I guess we paying for the bill, so give us another.
Aurora is mad dumb.
Yeah, it is.
Funny. All right, y'all, man. We probably
I'm
went out a long time ago.
That's
but
off. Yeah,
appreciate y'all, man.
it is.